talent detection youth is very important because it's a way that we can prepare every day with to improve our capacities. So that's the difficult part.
Oke, Soners, selamat datang di Kick Off. Dan kali ini kami sudah kedatangan sosok yang luar biasa, sosok yang begitu passionate tidak hanya di bidangnya tapi juga di olahraga secara umum. Dan belum lama ini, ya sekitar 6 bulan lah, dia sudah mencetak sebuah sejarah buat Indonesia. Dia membawa tim yang dilatihnya meraih prestasi yang tidak pernah tercapai sebelumnya. Please give a warm welcome to Coach Luis Estrela from Timnas Futsal Putri Indonesia.
Thank you.
So,
Welcome, Coach.
Yeah, welcome to our newsroom. And how are you? What are you doing now?
First of all, I would like to congratulate the Occasion family, all the people that are here, that make Occasion number one here in sports and all the news.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
And I'm very good, long day, come from Bandung, and happy, in shape, all good.
All good. Okay. Tudo bem?
Tudo bem, obrigado.
Obrigado. Vamos.
Vamos. So we are also happy to welcome you here. And of course, you have mentioned about the WPFL.
Yes.
And recently I saw your post about talent detection.
Yes.
And the federation has initiated the talent detection program. And what is the concept behind it? And where will you be visiting to detect the talents?
Okay.
The area.
So I believe that sport, as in life, the most important is not the present.
Yep.
It's about how we prepare the future and the program and the structure. Talent detection youth is very important because it's a way that we can prepare youth national teams, youth national players, to prepare them for the impact and for the challenge that will be playing as a professional level.
Okay.
So when you look to what Spain did in Barcelona '92, what Portugal did in the Euro 2004, what Germany did before will be world champion, all begins in the preparation.
Yes.
So in Indonesia, in Timnas Futsal, men's and women's, our goal is start to preparation more early. So we want to build youth national teams because under 16 and under 19, if we start training these athletes after 5-6 years, those athletes will be with the national team.
Okay.
So I think it's very important, this program, and it's a way to prepare better the conditions for we achieve a better level.
And what specific qualifier are you looking for in young Indonesian players to fit your tactical philosophy?
That's a good question. Is a coach? Is a coach?
No. You probably want to be a coach someday.
Yes.
Someday.
Okay. Very resume. We are looking talent. I think we look talent, but a national team player, it's not also about talent. I say that a lot of times Indonesia has the best qualities players, men and women, in my opinion, of the world.
Okay.
But to be a top-level athlete, it's not about the 2 hours of training. It's what you do in the 22 hours of the rest of your day. So you need to have a good alimentation, you need to have a good gym workout, you need to rest well, you need to drink a lot of water, you need to rest before the games. So what we are looking is the profile of athletes with talent, good physique, mental profile, and that we look to an athlete and we can see that athlete work from 2, 3, 4 years can be at top level
athlete.
Position. So we are looking for another different kind of things. Just a simple example. If we see a very good technical player, but you don't have a good mindset, maybe not good for Timnas.
Yes.
So it's a multiple conditions that the athletes must have.
Okay. So, I remember I spoke to your captain, former captain Novita in December. She said you always chat her about
the diet, about the routinity as a player. How is your relationship with the players in the national team? Is it good, or they think you are a father for them, a father figure?
Okay, that's okay. I will try to be explain with few words. So,
Yeah.
my job is to make the team wins
Yes.
first,
First.
and to development the Indonesia futsal in women's. So, we could have good players, but if we don't have the better athletes,
Yes.
it's hard for us to win.
Yeah.
So for us to beat Thailand, to beat Japan, to beat China, to beat Brazil, to beat Spain, we need to be very good, not only technical. We need to have super athletes.
Yeah.
So what I did from the first day I arrived, I'm a very honest and direct person. So when I see an athlete very good, but with
Not in shape.
yes, or do not eat well,
Yeah.
I talk with her with a lot of respect, and I say, "Hey, you are very good.
He's good.
You play very good. You are very skillful, but you cannot run like the other athletes of the other countries. So you need to improve your alimentation. You need to improve your physical condition." So I have worked with the best players of the world in Portugal, men's and women's. Portugal, as you know, was world champion 2019.
Yes.
Last year was second place in World Cup in women's, and I work with most of that athletes. Indonesia players are so good like Portuguese players, but they need to have the right mindset. So, like Novita talk,
Yes.
okay? Every day training is not training, training is game, game is training. 1% better today than yesterday. Eat well,
Yeah.
go to the gym every day with to improve our capacities. So that's the difficult part.
Okay.
And I try to be honest with the players.
You think it's gonna take time to do?
Yes. Okay, a step back. So when I arrived, we make a competition in Yogyakarta that we won the 3 match against Hong Kong, Kyrgyzstan, and India. And after IFC, after we lost in quarterfinals against China, we make a decision. So we start a regeneration program with the team. If we look to the team that in SEA Games was silver medal, we were the youth team of competition. We have 6-7 players with less than 22 years. We have Estrela 18 years, we had Crispina 20, Amelia 19, Sondari 20, Agnes 20, Dea, Sela and Ikeo 25, so we have a very youth team. And now in AFF we come with Baca with 16 years. So we have a very youth players squad. I think we need time to the youth because it's more easy to try to change the mentality of the youth players than the other. That's why it's so important the youth national team. So you start the process with 15 years, 16, 17. I think we take some time. In Portugal we did this kind of program and we take 7 years to achieve the top. So I think we between 4 and 6 years, if we do the right steps, we can do it.
You can do it.
But we need to development a lot of situations as the extend the league, as a lot of situations, but I think we are in the good path.
Okay, so I heard the federation sets the target to win the IFF youth competition. What is your opinion about it? Is it good, or is it good for their development, or don't give them a burden as a target?
Yeah, good. So, before we go to SEA Games, when the federation asked me my goal, I say gold. And the federation look at me, but we never passed to the semifinals. So I think Indonesia also should change her mentality, like the men's winning mentality, play for first position, try to be top level at every competition. In national team, senior. In youth, I think we also need this kind of mentality. But I think the most important about December in Thailand, it's not our classification. We want to achieve the first place, but the most important is we get a database of a lot of youth players and start the first team under 16 and under 19. So, and with that kind of team, we start to development for after 2, 3, 4 years, those players could help us in the national team.
Yes.
So if you ask me, do you want to win? And our goal is to win? Yes, but the first goal for us is to build a team and find the right profile of athletes
Yes.
for help us in the future.
Okay.
Okay. How do you plan to bridge the gap between the youth tiers and the seniors national team?
To bridge the gap between
Yeah.
the teams.
Yeah, I think now we are in a very positive situation because if you look to the Thailand, Vietnam team, and you look to Indonesia team, our roster squad now is very youth.
Yep.
So if we keep development the athletes in 2, 3, 4 years, I think our team can be top position comparing our main opponents here in Asia.
Asia.
Okay. About the gap between youth and experience, I don't look to the age of the players. I look to performance.
Yep. Okay.
So the age no matter.
So my main factor is performance.
Yeah.
So if I have a 17 player with better perform than a 35, the 70 player will play and will be called. But if we have a 30 player better than 22, it will be a 30 player. But I have a clear idea about what I want from our athletes. Team environment, so it needs to be an athlete gives everything for the team, don't think for individual.
Yep.
Athlete profile must be a very good profile athlete, technical, tactical, and mental profile in perfect shape. So that's our goal.
Okay, that's our goal. Speaking about
Approach.
the age, yep, your approach. I'm sorry. Speaking about the age, there is always a saying: if you're good enough, you're all. If you're good enough, you're old enough. Okay. So, do you speak with Coach Hector about the program? Because, as we know, he is the technical director of Federation. Do you speak a lot with Hector about it?
Every day.
Every day. And how's your relationship with him? Is it good? Does
So
he help you?
We
very-
have Hector. First, I think Timnas is a pro team for us because they are doing. They have a very good SEA Games, AFC competition, and they are making a very, very good performance in the national team. So when I arrived to Indonesia, I met Hector, and we have a very good connection from the first day. Look, I work with the best coaches in the world, and I never had a problem, and I don't have any doubt that Hector is one of the best coaches in the world. So I'm very happy to work with him, and he, as a technical director, we work every day about different things, about methodology, about developing the coaches, developing the talent scouting, whatever. So I'm very happy to work with him. I learn a lot with him. I think he also learn with some things because Hector is Spanish, as you know. I'm Portuguese, and honestly now Portugal and Spain are top level methodologies of futsal. So I think we are making a very good team, and I'm very happy to work with him every day.
Okay. Is he a good man, a good guy, a top man, top guy?
As a person, I think he's most important that he's a good man. He's a very hard worker.
Yes.
He's so detailed.
He's a very detailed person.
And look, in this job, being a good person is very important. But the most important is if you are good in your job.
Yes.
And I think Hector is very professional. And he's very obsessed about futsal. I'm very obsessed about futsal. I work a lot of years with Pupis, with Joel Rocha, with Jorge Braz, with Nundias, and I can see the obsession about futsal. Hector has that quality, and I think Indonesia has the luck of have a very good professional in the men's national coach. And I hope me as a women's national coach could help also to development our modality.
And his success, does it motivate you?
The success of Hector?
Yes, right now.
In Timnas.
No, I always say to Hector in message and in personal, the success of Hector is my success.
Alright.
So we are a team.
Yeah.
So I think, look, Timnas must be a family.
Yes.
So when under 16 wins, men's, boys,
Yes.
the women's national team wins. When Hector wins, the men's national team, the women's wins.
When the women wins, the
so
women
we
win.
are. I'm very proud of the success. I hope we can achieve the World Cup, and I don't. Hector is the right person to the place. I'm very happy, and we are part of the family. And I know also that Hector is happy when we win.
Yeah.
So we work with this kind of environment, and I work in Portuguese Federation in Benfica. We need to work as a family, you know.
Yep.
So, like in Occasion, your success must be your.
My parents' success. Okay.
Must be like that.
Okay. So, about WPFL, do you happy with the players that are available in the PFL, in the women PFL, and do you see the level of competitiveness has increased or whatever?
I'm very happy with this year WPFL. I think we have a very new quantity of youth players that give a lot of new intensity to the league. I think we are with more balanced matches than in the past. I'm not happy with the short time of the league, and I know Federation and I know we are doing our best, but when we have a league with 2 months or 2 months and a half, we need to think what these athletes will do after the league ends. So if the league ends in July and we don't have competition in national team, in 2027 the girls will be 6 months without doing nothing. So I think we are, in meetings that I have with Federation, we are trying to extend the league.
Yes.
I think it's very important because, sorry about talking about this, but for you to understand, in Portugal our league is 11 months.
11 months.
11 months.
Wow.
And not only senior, under 6, under 9, under 13, under 15, under 17, under 19, national championship, 11 months.
Yep.
So the athletes are all the year playing, and when they are not playing in the league, they are playing in national team. So super athletes, always playing. This is the kind of changes in model of competitions we need to put in the women's, and we need to give more tournaments, international contacts to the team, for we can improve our performance.
Okay.
Talking about WPFL, you are watching opening WPFL in Bandung.
Yes, I'm watching all games there.
There are top 3 criteria of KPI you're looking for the Indonesian player to represent the future of national team.
The top 3 criteria?
Yeah.
We talked a little bit earlier. So I look in talent.
Yes.
I look about physicality of the players, and I look also about the tactical knowledge that the athletes can have. Because in Timnas we have approach winning mentality, high pressure model game. We have tactical schemes that we need to insert to the team. So we look talent, we look physical, we look tactical knowledge, but the most important, and sometimes we also forget, is mental. Because the mental part today in sport is, in my opinion, what make all the difference.
Okay, so you speak about when the league ends, they do nothing. The girls do nothing, and is there any plan to have a overseas training camp or training camp in Indonesia for after the league ends?
There's a strategic planning that Coach Luis delivered to the federation. That, in my opinion, what is good for the team. But we couldn't achieve all goals.
Yes.
So in this year, what is confirmed until today it's under 16, under 19 December competition.
Yep.
And we will have training camps
Yep.
of these national teams, maybe early October, end of September. About the national team senior,
Yep.
we are trying in FIFA dates, we have tournaments or competitions,
Yes.
but that's the thing I want. I talked with the federation, we need to put these athletes development, competing, for have a chance to qualify for the next World Cup. But until now, we don't have nothing confirmed.
Okay.
Talking about goals, the target is Indonesia to dominate IFF youth category.
Yes.
How ready do you feel the current pool of players to compete for the trophy in Southeast Asia?
To compete too?
To
win
win
trophies.
trophy in South Asia.
Or even be competitive. I'm sorry.
Okay, so that's a good question. If we look to SEA Games that we achieved the silver medal, and if we look to AFF that we been in 4th place,
Yep.
there were two things that were different.
Yep.
First, the result,
Yep.
but second, the preparation.
Yes.
So we have now the roster of players with quality to beat the number one in Asia. But we need to be top level detailing preparation. So before we go to a big competition, we need to have a good training camp with good international friendly match, with good tournaments. We need to go to the competition early before the competition starts. To adapt to the country, so there's a lot of details. In SEA Games, we make the plan in detail, like I delivered. Unfortunately, in AFF, we couldn't be so good in preparation. In top level performance in sport, preparation and details are very important. Responding to you, we have the players, but we need to have also the preparation.
Okay. Okay, about the national team players. Which one do you see will have a good career abroad?
A good?
A good career abroad? Or do they have a chance to have a career abroad? Maybe
Outside Indonesia.
outside Indonesia?
Okay, I have that idea. I would not like to individual that assess, but I would like to say this. I think we have a roster of players that if keep going their work and have the right behaviors in top level performance can achieve. I could tell you some names.
Yeah.
We call Lala, but her name is in Safadia, the pivot.
Yeah, it's idea.
I think Fitri Sundaria, I think Quispina that now is not playing, I think Fitri Amelia, even Ikeo Rosita has potential for that. We have Carmen, we have even they make a huge now evaluation. So we have that kind of athletes. But we need the athletes every day work harder than yesterday.
Yes.
And this is what is most difficult to change in Indonesia. Because Indonesian mentality are more, it's more, I would not like to say...
Enough for today, not try to push harder the next day.
Okay, to give 300% every day, it's not easy.
Yes, of course.
So to make the right effort, so go to bed early, drink water, eat chicken, not nasi goreng, go to the gym every day, training like a game every day. So this is the part that I see that in Indonesia, this mentality, we need to change. The youth players and the national team now we make now everyday weight control. So we need to change our way to look to the sport. Now it's not only what we do with the ball, it's what we do with the body and what we do the 24 hours of the day.
Okay.
So, and that culture, in where I come from, in Portugal, we do it from early ages.
Okay.
So that's, we have the talent, but we need to have the good mentality every day.
And a good mindset, right? An athlete mindset.
And
Yeah.
development.
And development. Yeah, development. Look, I was 7 years the coordinator of Benfica men's and women's development, and one thing is you start working under 6, under 9, under 13, 15, 17, 19, and every training with quality and competition every weekend, and the athletes are all the year competing.
Yes.
But what we have here is not, sometimes players have 1 month competition, under 15, then only 6 months after.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the big challenge for us.
Okay, so where we speak about the national team, about futsal. Now we will speak about your life in Indonesia. How's your adaptation in Indonesia? How's your Bahasa Indonesia? Has it improved?
Amazing. I have to tell, the first day I arrived in Indonesia was hard.
Yes.
Very hard because 20 hours flight.
Yeah.
So after I arrived, then I go meet federation, sign the contract, then I go to Bandung.
Yeah.
And then was when I put my things in hotel was the first time, okay, I'm here in the one part of the world. I came from another part. Okay. After the first day, the way all people of Indonesia embraced me. So the athletes connection, the staff connection, the support of federation, the people of Indonesia. I have to say that I love Indonesian people. Because I think we as Europeans, we need to learn a lot about your culture, because you are very respectful, you are very humble, you have a lot of connection with the mind aspect, and that I love it. And I'm feeling each day it passes much more Indonesian than so I love your culture, and I'm feeling very well integrated. I do gym every day. When I can, I play paddle. So I have here some friends. So I'm very happy to be here.
Okay, so how's your where do you live here with your family, or
No,
do they
no.
live in Portugal?
Yes, my family in Portugal. I have my friends there, my family, my wife. I have my here. I am where we have our training grounds. So is where I stay. So now the league is in Bandung. I'm in Bandung. When we have training ground in Jakarta, I'm in Jakarta. So that's it.
Moving, always moving.
Moving, but I would like to have some days to know a little bit about Indonesia, go to some places, but until today I didn't have that time.
How are you doing with the unpredictable rain in Jakarta?
Sorry?
About the rain currently,
but
the weather.
Okay.
We can have a very
The weather
day.
hot.
The weather is hot.
After 2 hours raining. But the most impressive for me, the traffic in Jakarta a little bit complicated. But look, always hot. So I like it. The only problem sometimes you have a lot of AC. Very cold. So outside hot.
Outside hot, inside is very
cold. Not so good for me. But no. I would like to say to all Indonesian people that I'm feeling very well integrated, and I'm very happy to look. We are citizens of the world, So and I love your culture, and I'm very humbled to have a possibility to learn more, and I'm very happy to be here.
Okay, so after winning the silver medal, you receive a lot of support, a lot of praise from the Indonesian people. How do you feel love? Do you feel the support? Is it massive for you?
Look, I will be totally honest. As a player, I was a champion. As a coach, I was champion men's and women's in my country. What you have amazing in your culture, sometimes it's not the way you feel good in the wins, but before we were silver medal in Thailand, in the last competition in China, we lost in the quarterfinals against China, the home team. And we had that quarterfinals the result was not good.
Yes,
it was not good. But Okay, and it was hard because we beat China 2 weeks before in a friendly match.
Yep.
But the game, okay, was not good. We physically could not compete,
Yep.
Yes.
so it was hard. And when I arrived to Indonesia after those defeats, I thought, okay, people will be sad. It will be a little bit tough.
Yeah.
And the way I feel after I lost against China, the connection, the positive environment, for me was the most amazing thing. Okay, when we win,
Yeah.
it's normal, people are happy.
Okay.
Okay, but for me the biggest surprise was when we don't win, the way feel supported. So after China this happened, I feel even more motivated to, hey, we can do this, let's go, let's make history. And I'm very happy that we can make the best result ever in SEA Games. And more than the medals, we changed the life of some players, because some players could have home, could have apply in a public service.
Yes.
So we have some athletes that applies to police, to military. So for me, the biggest win.
Yeah, they have the future.
They have the future.
Okay, so yeah. Last but not least, can you give suggestions or suggestions for the youth players, the women's youth players, the girls, what they have to do to become a top level, and about
Any advice?
any advice? I'm sorry.
No problem. I have some, but I will try to be short.
Yeah.
So, my first advice for the athletes: first, you need to play and have fun.
Yeah.
When we are young, it's the most important is to play every day and play and compete. Then my biggest advice that I can give is to follow their dreams, think big, and always give their best effort. So it's very important, do not play a training just like one more training. You need to play a training like the last training. You need to play a game like your last game. So the best athletes in the world are the ones that play it in the not 100%, but 300%. And after the youth players are women or men with a senior. They need to be careful with the alimentation, they need to be careful with the body, they need to make a good gym workout to improve their capacity. They need to see the big matches of the futsal. If they are goalkeeper, they need to see in YouTube the best goalkeepers and the technique. So this kind of, try to drink knowledge.
Okay.
So that's the most important.
Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Mr. Luis Estrela.
Okay,
Estrela.
you spell it very good.
Okay. Thank you for your
so
time.
much.
Thank you for
No,
your
it was an
advice.
honor for me.
It's a really interesting conversation with you. So
Good luck with Timnas Indonesia.
Our team.
Our team.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so
for it was an honor to be here.
Oke, so jadi itu dia Oke Zoners, kita ngobrol-ngobrol sama Coach Luis Estrela. Jadi ya pokoknya kita dukung terus timnas futsal kita maupun yang pria maupun yang wanita. Semoga target-target ke depan bisa tercapai dan tetap dukung timnas futsal.
Gak sempet baca? Dengerin aja, klik icon text to speech di okezone.com.